Good afternoon, class. Professor Blackman. Today I'll be talking about how the body fights an infection. There is a silent battle waging inside your body every time you're exposed to a bacteria. Viruses like influenza mutate on a yearly basis, and they're always changing, always transferring from animals to people, back to animals, back to people. Sometimes they go to chickens, sometimes they go to birds, like I said, avians. There's even a tendency to go to pigs, which is how we get the swine flu, from bird to pig to person, then back to bird. So to combat the constantly changing viruses, we have a yearly vaccine that comes out via the government. The governmental vaccine, also changing every year, is filled with a bunch of different vaccines that cover a bunch of different forms of influenza. But how do we keep up with this vaccine if our body isn't able to combat the infection? Well, our body is equipped with a specific set of defenses designed to destroy bacteriums before they even really get into our central system. The actual flu is an informal way of saying influenza. And cold is having a low subnormal temperature and feeling uncomfortable. The word flu, as we know it, is a simple way of saying influenza the disease, or influenza the virus, which came from the avians. To clear up the mystery about the silent battle in your body, I'd like to inform y'all about how our body's defenses and how the measures, the precautions that we use to keep ourselves healthy. Our first lines of defense. As you know, we have skin, which is our first and largest organ, protecting our body from any kind of infection. They stop bacteria, they stop viruses, they stop the majority of things that can kill us or potentially hurt us. Our skin produces a little microscopic enzyme which kills the majority of the bacteria, not just the layer that keeps us safe. After the skin, we have our mouths, which we ingest E. coli, we ingest things such as swine flu if we eat foods that have in contact with influenza. In our mouths, we have bacterium like in our skin. These bacterium enzymes protect us from foreign enzymes, foreign bacteria. In our noses, we have cilia, tiny microscopic hairs that filter out the bacteria. Inside the cilia, they are coated with mucus. Mucus protects us from these specific things that could get into our central passageways. When a virus enters our cells, then they attempt to make a breeding ground for more viruses. Say, like in this virus, it looks similar to the AIDS virus, but it's actually a normal everyday virus. It's attaching itself to this cell. It's attempting to insert its own RNA, which is ribonucleic acid. That RNA is a form of DNA which copies itself multiple times and reproduces to make more and more viruses that explode and go on to different cells inside of the body. How do we stop such a fast machine of reproduction and insertion into our cells? That's why we have our lymphatic system, which is this one shows. It circulates throughout our entire body. Our lymphatic system, our lymph nodes, our lymph, our kidneys, our spleen, they travel all around our body, taking in the materials that pass through our skin and our mouths and our nose. In the lymph nodes, we have these T cells, which are our white blood cells, and we have B cells, which are cells that are formed inside of our bones. These cells protect our bodies from the initial insertion. After the cells have been able to replicate and become viruses, the T cells and B cells attach to the viruses and kill them with a specific agent that is made to kill anything that's foreign. The cells are of two kinds. T cell, which is a killer cell, and a helper cell. Killer cell, like I said, kills the agents. the helper cell attempts to help the rest of our body is repair itself. Alright. To show you all the different things I've come up with. The thymus is where the T cells are made. T cells, a little bit like this, they're designed to attach themselves on the viruses, pull them into their bodies, and destroy them, or insert the material that kills them. Those 3 T cells are before, as it gets a virus, when the viruses go inside, and the replication of the killing agent. In summary, the body's immune system is built to kill bacteria that insert themselves without warning. While the flu has been around for centuries and it's ever changing and ever mutating, we can take solace in the fact that our body is ready and waiting to destroy it.